So here we have problem number 5. We have two masses, M1, M2, collide elastically. When objects are collide elastically, that means energy is conserved, okay? Momentum is always conserved, whether it's elastic or partially elastic or inelastic. Momentum always conserved, but energy can be conserved, kinetic energy can be conserved only if it's elastically collides, okay? So initial velocity of the first mass is given. Second mass starting its motion only after collision, that means the initial velocity of the second mass is equal to 0. Find the velocity of the second mass after collision. Okay, so basically we have basically first mass m1, and then it's moving with an initial velocity 1, and then we have second mass m2, initial velocity second is equal to 0. After collision, both of them will move with different velocity, okay? So we'll have v final 1, v final 2, okay? Both of them will move at different velocity. So we have to find what is the v final of the second object. Okay, so first we have to start with the conservation of momentum. P initial is equal to P final. We have to write down that M1 times V initial 1 plus M2 V initial 2. Since second object was at rest, so we have to equalize it to 0. Then after that, after collision, they move with different velocity, okay? So M1 V final 1 plus M2 V final 2. So we have to find the V final 2, right? In order to find the V final 2 from first equation, we have to find V final 1, okay? If we can find the V final 1, we can take this V final 1 and substitute in the second equation in order to find V final 2. Now, this is the first equation. Now, since it's elastic, energy is conserved. So kinetic energy initial is equal to kinetic energy final. There's two ways of solving such a problem. First way is writing kinetic energy initial, where M1 V1 initial squared divided by 2 plus 0, because second object was not moving initially. Then kinetic energy final after collision will be M2 V final 2 squared divided by 2 plus M1 V final 1 squared divided by 2. This is basically a difficult way, okay? The easy way will be basically using this equation. So it's this equation basically come from this kinetic energy, okay? It's a long story, but I just want to tell you that if you know this formula, where V initial 1 plus V final 1 is equal to the V initial 2 plus V final 2, okay? This came from conservation of kinetic energy, second equation. So anyway, initially this was a second object was at rest, so it becomes 0. So we from there you can from second equation you can find what is V final. V final is equal to V final 1 is equal to V final 2 minus V initial 1, and then you can take this V final 1 and plug it in the first equation here. Okay, you plug it there, so it becomes in this form, and you plug all the given numbers, mass 1, V initial 1, you have this one. So finally, if you do calculate it, you will find that V final 2 is equal to the 5 meters per second.